All right. This is my own assessment, my own video. Man, people been butthurt in their feelings just because I said something about Matt Patricia getting fired. And it's his second year. I think these people that feel that way unsubscribe from me. I seen my subscribers. I ain't really been on YouTube all week for real. I ain't make a video in almost a week. Basically a week. So they got in their feelings. They got in their feelings. They unsubscribed from me because I said Matt Patricia should be fired. And other people have other opinions. That's mine. I could have my own opinion. Now, it's a couple things I want to talk about with the Lions right now. We're not going to talk about the game because it's a waste of time. It's a complete waste of time talking about the game. That's not the problem. We know they lost it. They lost the game 20-7. We know this. They lost the game by 13 points. Like, who cares? The point is, why in the hell is so many people defending Matt Patricia? Like, I seen Mondo Ray Moore video talking about, man, y'all should sit there and let this develop. Mondo, you should be the main one having a pitchfork out. You should be one of the main people. How long you been patient with this team? Bro, you been a Lions fan since what? Since what, the 80s? You've been a Lions fan almost your whole life. But yet you sitting up here and said, give Matt Patricia time, let it develop. No. This is a disaster. This team is a disaster. I'm sorry. I haven't seen the Lions look this bad since Steve Mariucci was our coach. And Matt Patricia have a lot of parallels with this guy. Even though Steve Mariucci was coming off of being the 49ers head coach, he was their head coach before he came to the Lions. But the Lions, no. It's a lot of parallels with them because, you know, they thought they was the smartest guys in the room. They thought they knew better than everybody else. But in reality, they was a fraudulent coach. That's what Steve Mariucci was, and that's what Matt Patricia is right now. I don't see nothing getting better right now. Now, if somehow he could pull a rabbit out of the hat next year, then, hey, I'm going to give him credit. But honestly, he should be fired now. I don't like this I'm smarter than everybody act, man. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like he's the right coach for us. Now, I give Matt Patricia a tiny bit of benefit of doubt. It does hurt that you don't have your starting quarterback. It does hurt. And let me get into that hurt word. Hurt. Now, this team is always one of the most hurt and injured teams in the NFL. Harold Nash should be fired. Fired. He should be the number one guy getting fired besides Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia, number two. Our athletic trainers and strength conditioning coach should be fired. Fired. On the spot. He is awful. Awful. This team constantly one of the most injured teams in the league every year, especially since he took over. We always injured all the time. That guy should be out of here. They should ship his ass out of here. I'm more angry at him than I am Patricia. And I don't even like Patricia right now. I cannot believe that some of y'all don't mention his name. I'm surprised. All these Lions YouTube makers, they barely even talk about this dude. They always talk about just Patricia or just Bob Quinn. No, talk about Harold Nash too. He is terrible. This team always hurt. I'm not making excuses why we're bad. We're a bad team because we're poorly orchestrated. Now looking at this, Matt Patricia should be fired, especially if he don't get it done next year. If he don't go to the playoffs, he should be fired. and being 19 and 1, at the end of the season, he probably gonna. I think we got one good chance. No, I don't think we winning no games. Let me stop lying to myself. We're not winning no more games this year. I don't see us beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 6-7. Yes, they're 6-7. I mean, they're not a great team by any means, but at least they in the hunt for the playoffs. We're not. We're not even in the hunt. We're terrible. I mean, for real. We're terrible. Matt Patricia, I don't know if he's suited to be a head coach. I don't see it, man. It's like everybody is not focused. This you could tell how they play on the field every week. Like bad penalties at the wrong time. And then you got players that they don't be out here fighting, man. We need some players that's fiery. We need some players that's trying to fight. We don't have that. Name me one player that's really a fiery player on this team, or a guy that's that puts it all on the line. I mean, yeah, they out there they playing well, but I don't see no passion. I don't see no passion burning with this team. I don't see I don't see it clicking right now. I don't know what's going to take for this team to click. They've been out of sync all year, especially defensively. Did I watch today's game? Here and there, I was flipping back and forth between that game and the Buffalo Bills and Ravens game. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I didn't really want to watch the Lions game completely because I already knew what was going to be the story. And the Lions defense still sucks. Honestly, the Vikings could have scored more points on us if they really wanted to. But anyway, Matt Patricia, like his defense been out of sync. I think it's Paul Pasqualoni though, honestly. I think he needs to go. He needs to go. Matt Patricia, if you want to keep on to him, you definitely need to go too. I think you should fire him after this offseason. I know he's your mentor and he got you your first coaching gig, but no, he got to go. He's terrible. Like this is crazy. I don't get this. This defense never click all year. They just been out of sync all year. This offense was terrible today, by the way. That's because David Blau got exposed. And the offensive line once again showed their true colors and not letting nobody, they ain't blocked for nobody. So, I mean, it seemed like every time we played either the Vikings, or somebody like, well, I ain't going to say the Bears. I say more so like we play the Vikings, we just get punked out and bitched out every time for the past couple years. They've been bitching us out. Bob Quinn, he need to do something this offseason. Like, you need to make a big move, player. You need to make a big move, player. Like, he should trade up for a superstar pass rusher and then try to get a pass rusher in the draft. That's what I think he should do. Either you take that route or you trade back in the draft and then you get a quarterback either in the first or second round. I know people not going to agree with that method of getting the quarterback, but you got to think about Matthew Stafford and his back injury. Back injuries is nothing to play with. Like, this is not the shoulder, this is not the foot, ankle, and no, this is none of that bullshit. This is the back we're talking about. The back is something that can make you walk or it can make you paralyzed. And Stafford's getting older too. People saying we don't need a quarterback. Yes, we do. Open your eyes. We need a quarterback. Because you never know. Stafford injury could be deeper than what you think it is. The back injury is nothing to play with, bro. How do you think Troy Aikman retired? Aikman had a lot of concussion problems, and he had back problems. How do you think he retired? Exactly. How do you think Tony Romo retired? Back problems, bro. Like, this is nothing to play with, man. This is nothing to play around with, man. We need a quarterback. We need somebody that can sit behind Stafford for a year or sit behind Stafford for a little bit and learn under his wing, see what he does best and see what he's not good at. But you need a quarterback. We need a quarterback now. And we also, or we can get a pass rusher. It's one of them two things. You need to go trade up for a guy. Well, I ain't going to say trade up for a guy in the draft because we're going to lose out probably. Well, I say we should draft a pass rusher and trade for a pass rusher. Or get a quarterback. Trade back, get more picks, but get a quarterback and get a pass rusher in the draft. But, yeah, man, this Matt Patricia thing, I think Matt Patricia is the new Steve Mariucci, in my opinion. But that's all I got to say about that. It's going to be a part 2 later on. I'm gone, everybody. Peace.